Hiya folks, welcome back to the channel as we continue on with Final Fantasy X and the path to the platinum. Be about time that I get this platinum. I've done multiple playthroughs but never really focused on getting all of the trophies until this particular run, so I am enjoying this and I'm happy that we've got a lot of the tougher trophies out of the way, like the lightning dodge, the chocobo races. Pretty much all we've got left to do now is the grind itself. So it's just a matter of time, I would think. All of the tricky trophies that require a little bit of skill mixed with RNG elements are basically done. Okay, we have got to kill penance, but I've actually done that on a previous playthrough. I will be doing it, don't worry. But technically for the platinum trophy, I don't need to do it myself. But we are going to, of course, since we're going to be doing everything. Yeah, hi folks. See a few people drop by in chat, which is always great to see. Yeah, congrats on beating FF7, Red. You've done well there, mate, on your streams, I have to say. Good to have you with us, Rog. How you doing? Welsh Rabbit, 1:30 AM for you. Goodness me, Thursday morning. You must be mad or dedicated. You said, well, I say perhaps both. Hi, Dark Swordsman. Yeah, I'm going to say a big collective hello to everybody, since a few people have said hello to me, which is always awesome. Hello, Car Gamer. Long time no chat. Yeah, good to see you. Updated tutorial for New Threat 2.0. Possibly, Andrew. I am already thinking about doing a playthrough of New Threat Type B, since I've only ever done Type A. I'm not sure when I'll do that, but as I sort of plan it out, I will almost certainly do a tutorial, an up-to-date tutorial on getting it set up and what have you. I'm just not sure when that'd be yet. I'm not sure, Rudge. I haven't checked. Is that... He's one of the Wendigo enemies, isn't he? I'm not 100% sure if I have. Okay, well, we left off here in the mountains of Gagazet. So we've been capturing the fiends, and we are doing well. We are making progress, which is what I like to see. Yeah, apologies for no stream on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, I'm losing track of the days. We had some issues with the electrics. The fuse box, the circuit breaker, blew, or a fuse in it, one of the things, I don't know, I'm not an electrician, but something blew in it. And it was due to a freezer, a chest freezer that we had. I don't know how it happened, but that sort of tripped everything off and blew one of the fuses in the main circuit breaker. I had to get it all sorted and replaced. But there was all sparks coming off, so it wasn't good. It wasn't good. So yeah, streaming was pretty much out of the question. Until now. I've got it all sorted now. Hopefully. If the house burns down whilst I'm streaming, that will probably be something to do with that, though. Ah, yeah. Got you, Rog. Now, I've not tried any of the randomizer mods yet. Car Gamer. They are something that I am intrigued by. They do look like a lot of fun. Complete madness. But at this present time, the answer is no. But in the future, undoubtedly, I will check some of them out, either for FF7 or FF8. Right then. Yeah, definitely, Steve. Yeah, I thought the same. I was worried when I made that poll that people was going to think I was hating on it. And, of course, I wasn't, because I'm a big fan, as you all know, of Final Fantasy VIII, and I'm glad that people never took it that way. But it's the internet, and you never quite know, do you? I mean, I don't think it's controversial to say that there are aspects of Final Fantasy VIII that have not been all that pleasing to people over the years, so to try and get down to the bottom of, you know, which of those features did annoy people the most was something I was quite interested in, even though I do love the game. Oh, okay, Andrew. Yeah, it's probably changed a little bit since I last did any tutorials on setting up the New Threat mod. So yeah, it's probably something I should get to having a look at sooner rather than later, really. Okay. Well, introduction's done. Let's get on with our gameplay for today. So I would like to try and finish up Mount Gagazet, but we are also very close to finishing up all the Blitzball we need to do. And you guys that have been joining these farming streams for the last few weeks will know that the way I like to do this, I'm not one that can do all 45 Blitzball games for the Jupiter Sigil in one sitting. More power to those of you that can do that. I do like Blitzball as a mini game, but it's not something I can play for 20 hours in a row. So I break it up with the Monster Fiend capturing. And so we're going to open once again with another Blitzball match for this stream. We've got 4 to go. Round 7 we are on. So we've got round 7, 8, 9 and 10. So if I get 2 done now, maybe we'll get this done today. Or maybe if we just get 2 done today and then finish it off on the next stream. And then we'll finally get Wakka's weapon. Hello, Scowie and Isaiah. Good to see you guys. We don't really need to put too much thought into these games. So I'm not worrying about learning abilities and stuff, because we've just got 4 to go. And I think our current team will be good enough for that, as long as we do a little bit of experience farming once we are winning each match. Yeah, I did mention in one of my posts that if we do get a remake of Final Fantasy VIII, and I don't expect that we will, but it's possible that we may because Square have mentioned it before, that I do expect a lot of the systems that people aren't big fans of, like junctioning and draw and things like that, will still be present because they are such an integral core part of the original game. But it's likely, is Brother actually going to get past these? It's likely that they are going to be changed dramatically. Similar to in the Final Fantasy VII remake, we had a lot of the original systems coming back, but of course they existed in ways that were very different than the original game. Okay, let's do a Venom pass to Tidus. Get our first goal in here. And then we can pass the ball around. Yeah, Brother is wonderful as a strategy because he's so fast. So he's great at collecting the opponent team members. And then once he's safe from them, but they're like all away from your attackers or your goalkeeper. Tell you what, I'm so tired. Brother's great. I'll just leave it at that. I don't really need to do jet shot. Should have done sphere shot. I don't know what it is. I am so tired today. I really am. But we got a goal passing him, Rook, so this should be the last match where we have to face off against him. Yeah, what I was trying to say about Brother, the strategy I tend to find that helps, is when Brother gets the ball, to collect the opposing team members up together, bringing them away from our goal scorers, not goalkeepers, and then they have open shots at the goal. So I'm not worried about doing it again. I've done it already. For now, we'll just pass the ball around, I think. Grab a little bit of experience, whilst also, of course, denying experience to the opposing team. Yeah, one thing I don't really do all that much is play a lot of high-level Blitzball. I just don't really have the need to. 7 pass should be okay there, I should think. You know, once I've got the Jupiter Sigil, I don't for one moment expect to be continuing to play Blitzball because I just don't feel the other rewards after that are all that important. And you can get them from other means anyway. So the only reason to really play Blitzball, I've got to get past somebody here, after that is just because you enjoy the game. And that's absolutely fine. I've got no problem with that. I just don't feel the need to after doing 40 plus games already. I'll give it to Wedge, but he's got a terrible pass, so not sure what he's going to be able to do here. Yeah, 3 pass kind of sucks. Oh, I was watching chat. Did not pay attention to all the enemies, the opposing team coming around us. Oh, in a slight bit of bother here then. We're going to lose the ball. You never know. They might miss. It is possible that they can miss, but I don't think they will. You need to have the ability equipped, which I don't. Oh, that continue. Square will continue to make. Oh, we got it perfect. Yeah, Square will continue to make episodes for Final Fantasy VII Remake as long as it's making money for them. My only concern is if they try and cancel it before they finished making the story complete. I'm sure they wouldn't do that, but you never know with Square. They did cancel a lot of the Final Fantasy 15 stuff, didn't they? They had a whole load of DLC mapped out that they'd announced to complete the story for the game, and then it all got cancelled, or a lot of it got cancelled anyway, which people were disappointed with. And I think a lot of the time, when people think about what Square will and will not do, they always assume it, you know, the answer will be based on what's best for the game and what's best for the players. That's not necessarily true. The developers may have certain ideas and what have you, but ultimately, it's the business executives that get the final decisions about these things. That's why I try to be careful not to assume too much. But yeah, I'd expect a few more parts for Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I have mentioned before, it is possible that Part 2 would be the final part. I don't think that's going to be the case because Part 1 was so successful. And they're probably already like planning out Part 3 by this point, at least to some degree. But all I'm saying is when it comes to Square, you never know until they announce things. I did not enjoy Blitzball in Final Fantasy X-2. I will be honest with you about that. It turned into a kind of management game, and I've never been a fan of like sports management games. Like Football Manager and that were always very popular with, you know, my peers and stuff, but I couldn't get into them. And I think that's pretty much what they tried to do with Blitzball, wasn't it, in 10-2? So. Denjajin. Oh, thank you. Oh, you got the trophy for that? Yeah, that's got to be one of the worst trophies, like, in any game ever. It really has, because it's just so painful in many ways. Even when you use the script, it doesn't always work perfectly, and it can be a bit of a hair-pulling experience. Try and get away from these. Are we safe? Yes. But yeah, I'm glad it helped. Yeah, welcome to you guys that are just joining us, 54 viewers. Thanks for stopping by. We're in the final parts of Final Fantasy X, although we're in the parts that take the longest because the end game farm for this game is quite extensive, I would say. It really is. But we are aiming for the Platinum Trophy, so I am still determined to get it. There we go. Yeah, brother's very helpful. Let's pass to Zalitz. Hello, Pink Cookie. Yeah, has everyone been having a nice week, have they? Things have been okay for me, apart from, you know, the house nearly burning down from our electric woes. The whole thing smelt so burnt out, it was a little bit scary, I'll be honest. Yeah, absolutely. I think Final Fantasy VIII, I want to say it's better received today than it was back when. I'm not sure why that would be. It might not even be the case, but I do see a... It was only a few years ago. I used to see so much criticism directed at Final Fantasy VIII. And by the way, it never, like, bothered me or upset me. Some people get very defensive when things they like get criticised by others. That's never affected me at all. I really could never give a monkey's what other people think about the stuff that I like. I'm just, you know, making an observation that there was a number of criticisms at that game that I was noticing as kind of like a trend a few years ago. But now that does seem to have switched a little bit. Sometimes I'll see, like on Reddit, a post from somebody saying, unpopular opinion, I love Final Fantasy VIII. And everybody will respond by saying, oh no, Final Fantasy VIII is awesome. You know, that, yes, that game is still recognised, I think, as having issues. But I think it's not aged terribly in the minds of fans. But, you know, that's my observation, which is circumstantial. Maybe it's still completely hated generally, and it's just a few people I've seen saying otherwise. I think the main problem with Final Fantasy VIII, especially today for new players, is the junction system is somewhat confusing, and it puts a lot of people off from the get-go. So they never really stick it out. I've tried to get a couple of people into Final Fantasy VIII, and I know that it was the junction system that stopped them from progressing. They couldn't get their head around it. They didn't enjoy it because of that, and so they gave up, really. Once you understand the junction system, as I know many of you do, you kind of just take it for granted how it works, and it doesn't feel that complicated because you're used to it and you understand it. But the main problem as well is that the tutorials didn't help. The tutorials were incredibly boring. And you had to try and, you know, stay awake to actually pay attention so you could understand what you were doing just through the tutorials. Yeah, I'm not all that familiar with Final Fantasy 2. Oh, well, that's good, Car Gamer. Yeah, I mean, you guys that, some of you will be here that did so, that watched the last playthrough I did of Final Fantasy VIII. When we streamed it, it was a few years ago now when the remastered version came out. You know, that was a ton of fun. I had such a blast playing the game, and we sort of overpowered the party from the get-go, as you can do in Final Fantasy VIII. And oh, it was just a complete romp. It was such a blast. It was just hilarious. And, you know, it was definitely the best time I have ever had with Final Fantasy VIII. But it really did require a full and complete understanding of the various systems in the game that you're generally just not going to have on your first playthrough. So I think that may be the main problem with FF8. It doesn't always set the best first impression. Botter, we don't use him, do we? So we can get rid of him. Okay. Well, one Blitzball game down. Yeah, that's definitely something of note, isn't it, Steve? Morning, George. Oh, there's some interesting comments about Final Fantasy VIII in chat. Okay, right. Let's just make sure that we are good to go here. Yep. Oh, yes, I forgot we are building up some armour as well, aren't we? Did we capture all the water fiends? I think we did, didn't we? So we're just after some of the rarer fiends now. I'll have to remind myself what we got and didn't get. I'm pretty sure we got all of these. But I will just check. We were mugging, weren't we? No, we were stealing. We don't want to mug, we want to steal. Yes, we're after musks. I remember that now. I do remember that indeed. Oh, and Wakk has steal, doesn't he? Or something, or is it mug? Yep. Okay, yeah, I think getting 6 per fight is sufficient. I thought we gave Wakk... oh, it was just mug, yeah, not steal. Right, what are we after musks for again? I'm trying to remember. Is it stone proof or... I think it's stone proof, isn't it? Let me just check that, because we are trying to build up our armor so that we can face the enemies in Omega Ruins and in Sin as well when we go to capture them there. Let me see what we are using. It won't be Fairy Shield. It will be Defending Shield. So, Stone Proof, Berserk Proof, okay. Okay, it's not Stone Proof that I'm farming musk for. Must be Death Proof. Oh, Confuse Proof, is it? Yeah. I get confused because I think No, I'm thinking of Petrifying Grenades. I don't even know why I'm confusing musks with Petrifying Grenades. But there you go. Okay, so let's just have a look. I don't really need Poison Proof. We just need to proof against... Yeah, there it is, Confuse Proof. We need to proof against the stuff that effectively stops us from inputting actions in combat. Things like Poison Proof and that. Not really that important. So, Confuse Proof and Auto Med. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going for. Stone Proof, Berserk Proof, Confuse Proof, Auto Med. Yeah, thanks, guys. Hello, Dark Draco. Ooh, did we capture all of these? Don't think so. I don't think so. Ah. Immune. Lovely stuff. I am liking Riku's auto haste, I've got to say. I suppose armor break's not going to hurt, is it? If it works. Doesn't. Ouch. Well, I did not expect to survive that. Oh, we did capture it, yep. Yeah, Petrified Grenades are for Stone Proof, which I have done that. I was just getting confused. Thanks, Rudge. Oh, I still need to watch that video. Oh, no, I did watch the video, but I didn't make any... Did I make notes? Let me just check something about Riku. Oh, yeah, I did. But I haven't got the stuff yet, really, for Black Hole. Yeah, I need to get the stuff in order to be able to do black holes and stuff. Which I don't yet have. Right, we need to... Probably should have put haste on Wakk, but not to worry. I just need to get him to cast Armor Break. I don't know, Manuel. I don't think you'd want to be cuddling them, would you? That could be a bit of a painful experience once they bite your head off. He's doing his best, Moose. He's doing his best, but he has only got a capture weapon. He's got a celestial weapon ready to go. I'll show you that. There he's at the Kalad Bolg. But annoyingly, that's not going to help us at the moment when we need to capture these fiends. Let's just haste up, shall we? Oh, it's a stupid ambush. Yeah, I don't even know if we need mana tablets. Yeah. Wakka kind of sucks because he doesn't have Master Thief like Riku does. Okay, yeah, with Black Hole, you mean? Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what items we need to mix for Black Hole, but I don't think I've got any of them, whatever they are. Right. Oh, no, I did not mean to mug. Phew. I selected the wrong target anyway. It's steel is what I want to do. Otherwise, we'll end up one-shotting this thing. Which would not be pretty. I can't even mug with Wakka either. So. Hibiki, the Ink Fox. Sorry if I butchered your name, but thank you so much for the super chat. You've started a 100% run attempt on Final Fantasy X and 10-2 collection. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, 10-2 does have its grindy moments, doesn't it? But yeah, lots of Blitzball to do. I'm still doing Blitzball here in Final Fantasy X, but I've only got about 3 more games to go, so be glad when that's all sorted and we can finally get Wakka's weapon. Okay, I think we've stolen enough musks from this fight. Yeah, I have got a video up for that, Realistic Life, on the channel. Thanks for the sub, Rena, which you can check out. But ultimately, that is just one of the worst trophies, in my view, to try and get, and one of the worst mini-games to complete. Because there's not really any easy way to manipulate it. You've just got to keep doing it over and over and over until it goes right for you. What is it with all the ambushes today? Don't normally get them this regularly. Okay, 6 musks. That's absolutely fine. 6 per battle I am happy with. I'm not even so fussed about getting all of the musks here because obviously we don't get this fight each time. And I can just go to the monster arena to guarantee spawning this thing to keep getting as many as we want. Yeah, thank you, Rog. I think it's the Gambler's Spirit I haven't heard. Yeah, I see what you did there, Steve. Oh, you've heard. Oh, man. I can't get into all of the interest in that sort of stuff. People just seem obsessed with it. I don't know why. They certainly are, Moose. They certainly are. Was this another ambush? It was another ambush. Get out of here, Bashuras. Stone them to death. Hey, another giant flam. This time I'm going to learn my lesson and actually cast haste on Wakka. Itachi, it's a long one. I'm going to be honest with you. It is a long one. There's some super tricky trophies tied up in it, which are really annoying. Oh, that was an armor break. And also you do need to do the end game grind, which goes on and on. I'm still only in the first part of the end game grind myself, which is capturing the fiends and what have you, and this feels like it's been going on for a while. I'd say probably, I don't know, I'm guessing Itachi 130, 140 hours. But that isn't the main problem. It is trying to get the really tricky RNG-based trophies, which I have got out of the way now, so I'm very happy about that. I think we've caught all these, have we? Let me just check. Oh, no, we haven't. We do need them. Okay, good job I checked. I think we've done this one. Yep. From another area, that was. You can't steal and petrify, Manuel, but you can mug and petrify. And then, yes, you can correctly steal using a mug while the enemy is then petrified. Okay, I think I've got into a decent routine here with how we are handling these enemies. So we need armor break here. Yeah, I have done the Tomberries myself, so I'm quite happy about that. Should be mugging. I don't know, star curtains are going to be useful, but we can get them here for free, so why not? Ah, White Wind sucks. Yeah, a few people have asked me if I'm going to be playing FF10 too, and I think I will be at some point. I just need to psych myself up to it because it's just, I just don't enjoy it as much as FF10. I'll say it like that for now. What am I doing? We don't even need to capture these. What the heck's this thing even doing here? I've never seen an Ochu in this place. Oh, Mandragora. Oh, crikey. I do need them. Where the heck do I find Mandragoras? Because this is the first I've found here the entire time. There must be another location. They spawn more regularly, surely. Oh, there must be a different place to find them. Otherwise, that is going to be a complete and utter nuisance with the rarity of that spawn. It really is. I've been here for about 2 hours now, and that's the first we've found. I've got to capture 9 more. Hastomo, 200 lightning dodge incoming. Oh, I wish you well with that. Yeah, follow the guide. Oh, what? Armor break. Follow the guide that I did, and it should be yours. Skill armor break. I always keep messing up on armor break on this thing. No, I won't be using Zanmato. I've got no problem when people do, to be honest with you, but I know that people are watching the videos and want to have a bit more excitement than Zanmato in their life. So. Oh, thanks, Dark Swordsman. It's a Xanacand enemy. I was panicking then, thinking I was going to be stuck here for the next 15 hours, just hunting down Mandragoras. Whoa. Not an ambush. Okay, yes, I'll start stealing from them when we see more, for sure. Whee! Oh, I like the way that Wakka's doing a lot of damage now, isn't he? Oh, I did not mean to do that. Wakka is too ungrateful to receive another haste. Oh, not dead. Oh, yes, it is dead. Okay. I don't know how many behemoths we've got left to capture, but we must be well over half the way to getting them all now. Yeah, I've done the Kimari Butterfly mini hunt, Hastama. I've got a video up on the channel. Basically, all of the annoying mini games, the Chocobo races, the Lightning Dodge, the Kimari Butterfly hunt, any others that I might have missed, I've done all them and got dedicated videos up about how I did them. So, all I've got to do now for the grind, aside for the platinum, really is the grind. Yes, we've got to kill the bosses and the rest of the story, but all the tricky RNG, puzzly, not puzzle, but RNG-based mini-games are sorted. Takes about an hour, Itachi, to do penance. So, yeah. It's a bit of a lengthy one, that one. Come on. We haven't even got 3 musks yet. How can we be missing already? I mean, you know, we haven't even stolen 1 time at all from this thing. So... Ah! Why is it not being petrified? That's better. I can imagine it would be, Rog, yes. Because of the... Yeah. You'd need all of that good stuff, wouldn't you? You really would. Yeah, Final Fantasy IV is quite a tough one. Final Fantasy XII is quite tough until you get a good understanding of the license board. And when you have a good build set up, then it's not tough. But if you just go into it blind without like any prep, it becomes a very difficult game. It really does. I didn't realise Tidus had Mug. He hasn't got Stone either, has he? So he'd be great at doing stuff on the, you know, mugging the eye things. Yeah. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII's my favourite game. I didn't even realise that Tidus had Mug. Must have learnt it a while back. The problem is he sucks at attacking those anyway. Must use steel with Riku. Yeah, I really need to get these gamblers' spirits, don't I? Because they're just used in so many mixes. Right now, I don't think I have any. Or I've got such a small amount. Because we need them for black holes as well, don't we? Which we are going to need for capturing fiends in... Is it Sin or the Omega Ruins? I'm not 100% sure. Probably both. Okay, I'm just going to escape these battles.
I'll be right back.
We've already captured these Bakura things, so... Tidus!
Live and let live.
Yeah, thanks, Welsh Rabbit. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Lone Star. I think the game actually listens to my commentary. So when I say something like, we don't need to kill any more of these things, what am I doing? Oh, Riku. Go away, Riku. The game hears that, and so then only spawns more of them. Because that's the 3rd battle in the row with those. All I need is behemoths. And I think that's about it. Oh, and Flans, yeah. How could I forget Flans? We all love Flans. Especially quiches. My favourite type of flan. Right, don't screw this up. Armour break. There we go. I used to always call him Tidus. Until Square apparently said it's pronounced Tidus. Was that in the 2nd game? I can't even remember. Exactly, Pink Cookie. Give Quiche a chance. A reference that probably not many people will get, but there you go. That's how obscure I am. Okay, I need to check the menu after to see if we've got enough musks to start crafting. Kill this thing. Get out of here, Grendel. Oh, we still need Grendels. Come on, Riku. You're supposed to be a world-class thief, aren't you? Okay. Oh, it's because I stoned it again. Meant to do steel. Yeah, sadly, I think Ni no Kuni's done now, Steve. The third game is in development but got cancelled. Dragon Quest, on the other hand, is alive and kicking, isn't it? So, looking forward to the next game. Let's go ahead and customise. Defending shield, that's the one. Well, we still can't do it at 45. I think it's like 80 or something ridiculous. I'm not farming for the Elons here. I'm literally just capturing fiends and stealing them when they show up, and then I farm them properly over at the Monster Arena. Now, these just have remedies. We'll get them. They're free. Why not? I mean, the actual... I think Final Fantasy had a bit of a drought period, didn't it? Like, before Final Fantasy 15 came out. There wasn't really too much happening in the... No pun intended, in the world of Final Fantasy. But, I don't know, the last few years, Square seem to be putting a lot of time and money into it. Now, the quality of it, that's another question. But the quantity of it has certainly increased. Let's haste up Wakk. I mean, there's a lot happening in the Final Fantasy franchise going forward in the near future. Obviously, we've got the ongoing Final Fantasy VII Remake project. We've got Final Fantasy 16. Square seems to be putting time into their remasters, so I wouldn't expect to be getting more announcements in that regard, according to the Nvidia... Is it Nvidia leak? Final Fantasy 9 remake, or a type of remake for Final Fantasy 9, is in the works and should be announced this year as well. Obviously, Final Fantasy 14 is going strong. And there's the side projects and that I haven't really spoken of. Have I not done armor break? Distracting myself with all this chat. Yeah, absolutely, Upe. Absolutely. Oh, the Pitios Ruins is a terrible experience, especially when you don't save after coming out and crash your flying car. Yes, I have done that. No, I will never go back to that dungeon ever again. I will never get over that. Hello, Trink. Welcome back, mate. Oh, it's annoying not having the beautiful quality of life enhancements that every other version of Final Fantasy X gets, except the PS version. Being able to use turbo mode and increased enemy encounter rates now would be absolutely beautiful as we do this farming. Ooh, a battle we can run from.
Live and let live.
And you know me, I love running from the battles we don't need to engage with. Okay. Armor break, Fuzz. Armor break. Do not forget armor break. Very important, armor break. Armor break. Hello, Eric. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, for those stopping by, we are currently partaking in the pleasure of the endgame farming experience for Final Fantasy X. A very in-depth farming experience this game has as well. A little bit samey, a little bit repetitive, but we're going for the platinum, so it must be done. And I do want to take the opportunity, sorry for not saying this earlier, to thank everybody that's been supporting me recently as patrons and YouTube members. That is very kind of you indeed. And I must remember to steal here. Mugging will kill them a little too quickly. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Hi, Dennis. That's what I want, yeah. Have any of you guys been watching anything exciting lately in the world of streaming? I've been watching a show called The Leftovers. I'm on series 3 now, it's 3 series, which I'd not heard of before, but I kept hearing rave reviews. I even saw some reviews that were calling it arguably the best show that's been on television in the last few years. And I'm sort of enjoying it, but I don't feel like it's been living up to the hype for me. And I'm on series 3 now, the final season. But it's been an interesting one. And I'm also watching with the wife. What's it called? Severance. And that's pretty intriguing. Let's mug. Oh yeah, Raised by Wolves. Hi, Bobo. Yeah, I did watch the first series of Raised by Wolves. And I did enjoy it, Moose. And the wife did. We both enjoyed it. You know, I'm a big fan of the Alien movies. I grew up loving Alien and Aliens, the first 2 movies. And I could definitely tell, you know, that Ridley Scott has a bit of an obsession with the whole android thing, because that came through with Raised by Wolves, didn't it? And I really enjoyed it being an Alien fan. What am I doing? Okay, haste. Getting confused with the enemies I'm fighting here. Haste on Wakka for this guy. But I haven't seen Series 2 yet. I tend to churn through some streaming services. And, yeah, Now TV, which is what Raised by Wolves is on, in the UK, is an abysmal streaming service. It's absolutely atrocious. It's very expensive, and that's compared to, like, the other streaming services. And the actual service itself is really annoying. You get forced adverts, even if you pay for their no-ad service. You still get forced adverts for their other shows, which you can't skip. You have to download stupid third-party players just to watch on your computer. You can't just watch through a browser. I am not a big fan of that service, so I need to, like, really be in the mood to watch something that's on it. But I do want to get to Series 2 at some point. Yeah, The Expanse, Steve. I have seen that on Prime. I think I watched the first episode a good while back, and I don't know why I didn't stick at it, but I do want to give it another go. Because it would be right up my alley. The Expanse, you know. I'm quite a big Star Trek fan. I'm not a big fan of the new stuff. Although I have been enjoying Picard Series 2. For the most part. But I would love to try and capture some of that old Trekkie style stuff, and some people have mentioned to me that The Expanse can sort of feel that. Although it's very different, of course, as well in many ways. I get that. What is it with me forgetting to do armor break and not even noticing the small amount of damage that I'm doing? My problem, I'm old, you know, I'm 38 now, and I get distracted so darn easily. My mind just isn't what it once was. It really isn't. Yeah, they're good, aren't they, Soph? They are. I know this might be controversial, but I actually enjoy Alien 3 as well, as long as it's the assembly cut version. The theatrical cut isn't that great. Now, I understand that Alien 3 is not the most popular, and I didn't like what they did with some of the characters from the second movie. But if you can sort of push that aside and put up with the nihilism that is so heavily ingrained in that film, I actually think it's a good time. It's fun. But in a weird way. Yeah, I think so, Moose. Discovery. Oh, I don't want to talk about Discovery. I just can't stand that show. I'm willing to give the new show a try. I haven't seen the trailer for it. I think it's called Strange New Worlds, is it, or something? I've heard that's going back to the, you know, the episodic nature. Standalone episodes, like the original Trek, and I don't know, maybe they'll do something good with that. Picard Series 1, I did persevere through that, and I'm once again forgetting to armor break. And I'm glad that I did, because I am enjoying Series 2. I think that they have done a better job with this one. Some of the side stories are a bit annoying with it, though. As in, like, a bit boring. And it's not like the greatest television by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, is that the case, is it, Manuel? Well, now he's in your field of view. You will never get rid of him. Oh, I've not seen that, Welsh Michael. All of Us Are Dead. Dark Flat is done. Thank you, Welsh Rabbit. Thank you. I've just seen your message. I feel like I need to kill this one now since it's about to die anyway. Thank you. Steve, I am with you on that. I loved the first, I mean, I still do, the first two Terminator movies. And yes, I even love Terminator 1, even though Terminator 2 is considered to be a greater film. I find them very different movies. Terminator 1's more of a low-budget B-movie horror. Terminator 2 is a flat-out, high-budget action film. But for what they each set out to do, they're both phenomenal. Some of my favourite movies of all time. They screwed that franchise up big time, though. They really did. What a travesty. No, don't mug. I think, yeah, somebody asked my favourite horror movie. I'm not the biggest horror movie fan nowadays. I think it's because I'm just too old, to be honest with you. Horror movies just don't do a whole lot for me. But my favourite horror movie is 1982, I think it was, The Thing. I just love that movie. I grew up with that movie. I watched it far too early. I was probably about 10 when I watched it, but I was just mesmerised by it. Absolutely mesmerised. I think it is such a well done film. And mainly, not only because of the monster itself, which is phenomenally represented on screen for the 80s, for practical effects, but also the story and the characters and just how the primal human condition was really represented. Like, the base instincts and emotions really came out in that film as nobody trusted one another. I think it was done very well. Yeah, Halloween. I used to like the original Halloween movie. Never really cared for the sequels too much. What am I doing? Probably should just be escaping here. Oh, well, we can steal some Elbed potions and frag grenades and the like. Yeah. Yeah, the first two Evil Dead movies are the two I enjoyed, Steve. Evil Dead 1 and Evil Dead 2. I can't remember what their subtitled names were, but yeah, I do remember watching those. Very funny films. Oh, wait, speaking about all these, like, 80s horror movies, guys, it's bringing a lot of nostalgia back. Yes, The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. That is a classic film. It really is. I'm not normally into, like, body horror and that sort of stuff, but, you know, it was another film I grew up with, so, yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Don't really need to haste here. Let's just steal and kill, the usual. Okay, here we go. I've not heard of that, actually, Splinter. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. Thank you for the recommendation. I've not seen The Blob, you know, Pri. I'm ashamed to admit. That was, it was in the 50s, wasn't it, The Blob? The film. Oh, yes, RoboCop. One of the classics, Steve. I mean, I was always more of a Terminator fan, but I did enjoy the style of RoboCop and the films themselves. I love the kind of parody nature of society that was sort of given in those films with the humour and what have you, and the way that the newsreaders would talk about these horrific events that were happening and have big cheesy smiles on their faces. Oh, I just thought that was wonderful stuff. I did like that film. Films. The first two in particular. The third one was quite meh, but that's because it was weird, you know, all of these films were 18 rated, or like R rated for you Americans. And I always seem to remember owning all of the action figures. They were clearly, you know, these toys were clearly marketed at children. They knew we were all watching these films. Because RoboCop, Alien, Terminator, they all had these toys and action figures out in, like, the toy stores and that. And I used to get them all, of course. Yeah, Total Recall, Steve. I would say that Total Recall is quite probably, well, for me anyway, I would say, oh, flipping Wakka's got confused. And why is she not stealing? I would say that Total Recall is, outside of the Terminator films, my favourite Arnie movie. I think because it's, you know, it's made by the same guy that did RoboCop, isn't it? And it's got that sort of vibe to it. I could be in trouble here. I could be in big trouble. Can we be very, very careful, please? Because if Wakka kills us, I could wake him, but I don't think we need to. As long as we can teed us back, we'll be okay. Let me just make sure we don't die here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Starship Troopers was good. I don't think the special effects in that movie have stood the test of time is the only thing. It was fine back in the day, but CGI ages very quickly, I find. Whereas well-done practical effects, bad practical effects, don't get me wrong, will look terrible in a few years' time after the movies have come out. But good practical effects, like The Thing, for example, and The Fly, I think they do stand the test of time far better than early CGI does. So Starship Troopers tends to look a little dated now. But it was a really, really fun film. I love the training scenes in that film. Yeah, I did like the Predator, the first two Predator movies, but the first one in particular with Arnold Schwarzenegger in was the best, wasn't it? I've not been a big fan of the later Predator movies that have been coming out. thing gonna die today? There's no point hasting now. Are you, Shadow? Yeah, tremors. I know you guys will be annoyed with me. I really enjoyed Tremors as a child. But I watched it again a few months ago, and I hadn't seen it in years. And I don't think that film holds up all that well today. I really don't. Maybe it was my own nostalgia set me up for disappointment. But I know that Tremors has a huge fan base. There's like 50 odd sequels to it or something, isn't there, that they keep churning out. Welcome back, Isaiah. Right, we've captured everything here, which is fine, but I do just want to steal some musks before we head to the monster arena to, you know, continue getting the rest of them. I haven't yet, Tom, no, but I have got a save file from before I did all the farming ready to go for when we do that, so I won't be doing it from an overpowered point of view, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think it's this one, or one of these. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I enjoyed Running Man. Another Arnie film. It's one of those movies that it wasn't that well received. But I actually really enjoyed it. I really did. Even to this day, I would enjoy that film when I watch it. And I haven't seen it for a while. But I know that when I next watch it, whenever that is, I will enjoy it still. Because I remember it so well. Yeah, I've got to be honest, you know, when I was younger, Arnold Schwarzenegger was definitely my favourite actor. And a lot of people balk at that because they'll say what a terrible actor he is. I agree, you know, he's not the best actor. But it didn't matter because for flat-out entertainment, there was none that could beat what he could provide. There really wasn't. And I would just watch any movie that he was in and just have a fantastic time. Yeah, yeah, definitely he'd be key. Right, so what do I need to capture? I think it's just behemoths, is it? We've done flans, haven't we? I'm going to escape these battles now. We'll continue to farm musks later on.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, and I think Running Man did that very well, Steve. Because it presented that sort of dystopian future, which has been quite overdone now, I think. But back then, it presented it, but it didn't take itself too seriously in it. You know, I could never really get into the Hunger Games movies. I just found them incredibly boring. Incredibly boring. I think do we need to kill this stuff? I honestly can't remember. Yes, we do. Okay, good job we didn't run. Whereas a movie like The Running Man, it presented its whatever message it was trying to present, but it did so in a way that was just wholly entertaining. Yeah, I used to love the... I know this is so embarrassing. I used to love the original It movie with Tim Curry. You guys are talking about the new one, I understand. But I was a big fan of the Tim Curry TV movie growing up. I watched it before the remake came out a few years ago again. to reminisce, and I realised what a load of tripe that movie really is. Oh, it was terrible. It was so bad. In terms of the remake, I did like the first It movie that came out a few years ago. That was in part 1. Part 2 I thought sucked, to be honest with you. But part 1 I enjoyed. I can't remember if I'm done with these. I think we are we? Yeah, we are. We're done. That was one of the ones that Welsh Rabbit kindly pointed out to us. Yeah, I think we still need to capture this stuff. Or this fiend. The behemoth, whatever it's called. So let's just mug it as we do so. I think we do. Maybe we've already caught all 10. We'll find out, won't we? Nope, we still need them. Yes, yes he is, Car Gamer. I've never seen that. I know some of the music, of course. Since everybody knows the music, but I don't think I've seen the film.
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, you're going on to Mario now. Is that right, Red? Alright, Rog, I will check that out, yes. We do need to capture these, actually. Of course, it's another ambush. Okay, we don't need haste. Since we can stone them. Okay, let's see if I've got any gambler spirits. I don't think we need to sort, but that's fine. Gambler spirits are... Well, they look like this, don't they? Am I right about that? As in, they're like these cubes? Maybe they're not. Have I not got any gambler spirits? Yeah, I definitely need gambler spirits. I just don't have any, is the problem. What do I think of Tim Burton? Hit and miss. Some of his stuff I've watched and enjoyed. I'm not like a Tim Burton fanboy or anything, if I'm honest. We can escape this one.
I'll be right back.
I did enjoy the first 2 Batman movies, Batman and Batman Returns. When I was younger. I've not seen either of them for a while. Batman Returns used to freak me out a bit, actually. It's quite dark, that film. I always got upset when the guy dressed up as Santa got murdered in Batman Returns. I should probably spend a few points here. I know it's annoying going around the sphere grid, but we need to do it. And I do want to try and boost strength and stuff so we can do more damage and what have you. Yes, before anybody says, I know we need to build up Yuna's strength so that Anima does a lot more damage in the monster arena. I'm going to do a dedicated farming session for that, though, since having her in the party now, or keep bringing her in the party, would just drastically slow down the monster fiend capturing stuff. What's this item, or this node? Quick pockets. No, thank you. No rush to get that. Yeah, I've been running from the flans, Welsh Rabbit. But thanks for the reminder. Oh, I do have quick hit, Rog. I have it on at least some of my party members anyway. Yeah, I've got a bit fed up of the Marvel stuff myself, if I'm honest with you, recently. I haven't been watching the latest, whatever the latest series is on Disney. Even though my stepson keeps telling me that I need to watch it. I've just got no inclination to right now. It's just boring me, to be honest. The Marvel stuff. Ah, okay, Rog, no problem. No problem at all. Yes, that's... Yes, I have been running from those Welsh Rabbit. I'm not too fussed about stealing from them either, because I'll fight them in the monster arena. I suppose if I see one, though, I should probably steal from it, just because we don't have to pay for it. What was that we just learned? Magic break. And Riku left to go here. Did I move her over to Lulu's grid? Or has she just naturally come over here? I cannot remember. But it don't matter now. Every node has got to be learned by every party member eventually. So let's just keep working through them. Bit by bit. Node by node. I'm hoping that we're pretty much done here in Mount Gagazet. Apart from the Mandragoras, which we're going to find in Zanarkand anyway. I think it's just behemoths and maybe those little doggy things that we still need. Yeah, when it came to the Marvel stuff, I actually really enjoyed the first two Spider-Man movies. From Sam Raimi, was it? And I enjoyed Iron Man as well. In fact, I enjoyed quite a few of the Marvel movies. Now, I'm not that fussed about them. Okay, that's fine. That'll do for now. Drakion Empire. I have played Final Fantasy XII. So I'm not sure if you know, I have got a lengthy walkthrough series up on the channel from when it first came out on PS4 a few years ago. It's like 200 plus videos in that series. I'm sure I will get back to it at some point. But no rush at the moment, if I'm honest. Yes, Pre, one stepson, one son, one daughter. And one wife. Yeah, no, I've been enjoying the Disney Star Wars stuff on telly, Steve. The movies, not so much. But yeah, The Mandalorian and that's been fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I think that's coming out soon, isn't it? I always wondered why they did a Han Solo movie a few years ago, but instead of an Obi-Wan movie or something like that, it would have made sense to me that they would have picked like a Jedi character or something, or even a Sith character to do a solo movie for. Let's just flee from this. Got the musks. I'm pretty sure, Pre. Pretty sure. Yeah, I saw Spider-Man 3. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3, that is. In the theatre when it first came out. Took my parents. That was pretty awkward, I've got to be honest with you. The whole emo bit and the dance and that. I just wanted to cringe and someone to shoot me right there. I just remember coming out at the end and my mum saying to me, I can't believe you dragged us to see that. I was like, I thought it was going to be good. The first two were pretty good. Yes. Yes. I have a niece that was born on May the 4th as well, so no excuse to forget her birthday. Take that. Yeah. Please don't pray. I did not notice if or not I'd captured all the behemoths. Did anybody else check when I killed that thing? Right, I know that we hadn't yet killed all these. Let's see if we have now. Yes, we have. Right, we can escape these fights from now on. I think it's just behemoths left to go then, unless we did capture all those. I'm sure you guys will tell me if we did. Hi, Funky. Yeah, I've not seen the Morbius movie. I've heard it sucks, so...
I'll be right back.
I am not in any rush to. In fact, even if it goes for free on streaming, it never appealed to me anyway. Come on, behemoths. I've heard there are a number of Star Wars games in the works now as well, isn't there? Hello, Elijah.
I'll be right back.
How are you doing? Good to see you. We're just continuing on with our Mount Gagazet farming. Or monster capturing. Yeah, we just want to capture these still. Although I'm not going to focus on these in this area. But while they're there, I'm not going to say no. Oh, thank you, Tim. Thank you very much for confirming that. Okay, so maybe we've caught enough now. We'll find out. We've got to be close to it. I feel like I've seen a lot of these now. Have I got quick hit? No, not on Walker. Oh, I didn't check. Did it say I'd reached the limit? I was too busy moisturising my lips as it died. Yeah, I mean, Sony, I think, have set their own expectations too high. Well, that's fortunate. Because the latest Spider-Man movie, which is really their movie, it's not a Disney movie. Disney only get, I think, 20% of the profits. It's really a Sony movie. Because that did so well, I think they're trying to capitalise on it with all these villain movies from the Spider-Man universe. And I don't think people are all that interested, are they? They tried to ride the Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man movies wave, and they're just going to do damage to the brand if they churn out these terrible movies. They really are. What am I doing? I have no idea. Hasting Walker, that's it. Oh, I've reached the limit, have I now? Okay. Oh, I'll just escape them. We're done here. I will just nip to the Calmlands to check. Right back. And also, we need to start farming for musks. Yeah, I do remember seeing the Spawn movie. I don't remember much about it other than the bad guy was some kind of fatty clown, if I remember, that turned into some kind of demon or something.
you're counting.
But it was a long time ago. A long time ago. I can't even remember, you know, if I enjoyed it or not. I just remember seeing it.
Here we go.
Oh, is that on Steam or PlayStation, Elijah? I'm not the biggest fan how the superhero genre has become a genre to itself. Because they're just churning movies out now, left, right and centre. And I'm just getting bored of them, to be honest with you. But whilst people are spending the insane amounts of collective money, then they're going to keep churning them out. I get that. They're not making them necessarily for me, are they? Okay, a horned beast. I do not want to be swinging around at the horned beast. But let's see if anything else has been created. Yep, we've got the flan. Twin stars, which I do not need. Okay, Elijah. On PlayStation. And now the ultimate wolf. Oh, crud, I think I already had 99 chocobo feathers. So just sort of wasted 99 of them there. No, Elijah, I haven't been there yet. I do need to go there, though, to capture various fiends. Oh, what's the Blossom Crown? Is that something that's going to come in useful? Whatever we did at Mount Gagazet has caused the creation of 4 different fiends. 5 different fiends! Goodness me. Gambler's Spirit! That's what I wanted. So now I can do lots of black hole action. Is that right? I need to check if I've got shadow gems before I do, though. Hey, thanks for the sub. Six monsters! Goodness me! Mount Gagazet was somewhat lucrative for the monster arena, wasn't it, it seems? Oh, thank you, Elijah. It's for Yuna's weapon. Okay, well, that's all of them. So 6 new monsters. Let's see what we got. First of all, let's see Mount Gagazet. Is that complete? No! Oh, no, phew, it's just Mandragoras. They're actually found in Zanarkand. So that's fine. I didn't realise I'd done 6, though. That's good. Right, area conquest. Ooh, only 2 more to go. Okay. Okay, Zanarkand isn't actually an area in and of itself, is it? But it's just got the Mandragoras and the things that we can steal from. Species conquest. We still haven't unlocked the... What's it called? The eye thing? Is it the Death Eye or something? You know what I mean? That we need to get the triple AP weapons from. Unless it's an original. No, it's not. We've got Don Tombury. Okay. We should be able to have a good blast at AP farming quite soon. Yeah, we are making progress. Slowly but surely, we are making progress. Right, okay, for the Aeon, yeah, to learn an ability, is it? Or is it to do with the Major Sisters? Have I got the Major Sisters? No. Okay, it must be to do with that. I've got all of them apart from the Major Sisters. It's been a while since I've done endgame stuff for FF10 on my previous playthrough, so... what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, see if I've got enough musks yet to craft. craft our first confuse proof. We have. That is very nice. Stone proof, berserk proof. Just want to, before I do that. Oh, death proof. No, I don't want to do that. Confuse proof. And the other thing is auto med. Have I got enough to do auto med, which I think is 20 remedies? Yeah, got plenty of remedies. Okay, so the plan is, I mean, obviously we don't have ribbon yet, which would be perfect. But this is like the next best thing for now for the Amiga ruins and stuff. I need to do this on the other two party members, Wakka and Riku too. Stone, Berserk, Confused, they're obviously the statuses that can basically stop you from controlling a party member. Poison, some other bits don't, but they are still annoying. So, when we get nasty abilities, status abilities, we shouldn't lose control of our party members, and then we can use auto med automatically to cast remedies to cure any others that are stuck on us like poison. The only thing though is that we won't be guarding against sleep with this setup, but we only have 4 slots, so we have to make choices. And guarding against sleep is definitely a viable choice, but I choose confused proof because I find confused to be more dangerous than sleep, and I'd rather guard against that. Okay. So that's the curative shield. What else have we got for Wakka and for Riku? I think I need to sort through. I'm not going through all that list. I need to sort out and sell stuff and all of that good stuff first. Okay, so let's put the curative shield on. That's going to be pretty good for Tidus. Low risk is Wakka. No, not Buccaneer. That's going to be like an end game stealing thingy. Have I gone past it? Ah, yeah. There it is. Reliance. Okay. But now we can steal. Mount Gagazet. We can just fight this as many times as we want to. And thus keep stealing as many times as we want to as well. Yeah, we can only use Riku for stealing. I do have Kimari, actually. Kimari could be good for stealing. I'm thinking maybe 6 per battle. I don't know. Do you think that's a good number for speed purposes? Or 9? Yeah, you can do a lot with 4 slots. I suppose I should kill them as well, just to get some of the gil back. I don't want to spend too long farming right here, right now. Just want to give the general ideas to how it works and what have you. So 3. Actually, we could cast... Who has something to boost luck? It's not Chia, it is just called luck. That's Kimari, isn't it? Ah, whatever. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, sleep does help against the Malbras, though. Although you can start the fight with Provoke, can't you? Which prevents bad breath anyway. So, just something to consider. Yeah, hi Matthew. One day, one day. We are getting close to it now, I would say. We are getting close to being done with it. I do need to capture the Mandragora still, Elijah, which I believe spawn in there. In fact, I might head over there and start doing that. Because these things spawn there as well, don't they? So we can still be stealing as well. Right then, Steve. I hope your bread's nice. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Let's head to the Zanarkand ruins. I think we can just teleport straight there, can't we?
We're counting on you.
Yeah, we can. Perfect stuff.
Yeehaw! Here we go.
Oh yes, the sphere grid grinding is certainly going to be a grind. I will say that for sure. Let's do a Blitzball. We've got 3 more to go. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, I'm having a blast, I am, with these streams and with this game. We've got round 8, round 9, and round 10. Well, I need to find out where the mandragoras are. They the giant plant creatures can be found quite regularly because they weren't spawning that much in Mount Gagazet, annoyingly. Yeah, I'm hoping to, Matthew. I'm hoping to on Friday, yes. Since it's been a while, due to various reasons. That is an ambitious attempt at goal, I've got to say. Yeah, that was never going to work. Sorry, dude. Right then, we'll go for the usual strategy. Hopefully Brother's faster than these, although these are quite nippy, aren't they? Oh, no, they're gonna... Come on, Brother. Come on, don't let them get you. Okay, this one guy on Brother is really fast. But we should be able to get past. Yeah. So the plan, of course, is to use Brother to draw the opponents away. And then we can hopefully get an easier shot at goal. Although, he didn't do the greatest job at that. And T just decided to follow. Do I just do Jet shot? Or do Sphere shot? 9 attack. I think we can Sphere shot it, can't we? Venom tackle? Okay, thank you, Elijah. So on the road we can find those mandragoras, and then on the inside we can hunt down a cheeky bit of Gil. Yeah, that's a good bit of helpful advice there, thank you. Yeah, I do want to get strength raised, because obviously it just makes killing enemies faster. Especially for Yuna, it's going to be useful for summoning Anima in the monster arena, until we get our party members up to snuff to not need Anima. Oops. That wasn't a good idea. I think we're okay. Brother's stats are just so darn high. He's a great all-round character. Let's wedge. Pretty much yum-yum, not necessarily around the goalpost, but I just pass the ball around. Gain some experience from the passes. Deprive the opposing team of experience. The usual, really. Oh, that would be good, Elijah. That would be very good. I will save, and then we will do that. In which case, this could potentially be the final Blitzball game. So, if that's the case, I don't even really need to level up, but you never know. Hello, Phoenix Green. No, I understand. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you, and I hope you are as well. Yeah, definitely, Chris. MVB for brother. Bum, 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 bum. I completely forgot about the forfeit technique. So hopefully that is going to work. It did on the last league, didn't it? But I think we only forfeited one. Oh, actually, the forfeit's also a bit annoying. They have to score against you, is that right? You can't just forfeit from the outset, can you? Well, we'll give it a go. Yeah, Vector's next, isn't it, in FF6 Red? When are you guys streaming next, by the way? I know I haven't been able to catch out many of you folks' stream for a while, but I've just not been watching YouTube at all due to various real-life commitments and lack of electricity and stuff for the last few days. I know, Red, that you're going to be starting up with Mario, aren't you? Okay, I mean, we still need to obviously do this correctly. But yeah, I'll save, and then we'll give that a go after this Blitzball match. I mean, you never know. Tidus might surprise us being in goal. I doubt it, but you never know. Oh, boy. That was a good pass, I've got to say. Oh, nice one, Dark. Yeah, we had a freezer that blew up our circuit breaker, Yum Yum. And the whole place just stunk of burning. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. What's going on here? Wedge caught the ball despite the fact he was surrounded by defenders. Okay. But it's, you know, we've got it sorted now, fortunately. Yeah, that's fine. 7 should be plenty. Are you back to FF12 again today, are you, Dark? Oh, okay, Car Gamer. What are you streaming tomorrow? I'm so glad that the Blitzball grind is so close to being done. You know, like I said, I enjoy this mini-game, but I've had enough of it now, if I'm honest with you. Oh, I've been enjoying that game, Car Gamer. I've not been streaming it, but I've been playing it. It's been fun. Yeah, same as you, Yum Yum. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think eventually I will have to get to it. A lot of people want to see it, and I would like to get the platinum if I can. So whether it will be immediately after we finish FF10, probably not. I might take a bit of a break. But at some point, I almost certainly will get it done, yes. Ah, nice one, Dark. I'll tell you what, ribbon farming can be a bit of a nuisance through trial mode, but yeah, if you can get another one, that'll be a really nice bonus to take with you. Hang on, one sec. I used to turn it off, but I gave up doing that. There you go, for Blitzball. The minimap's not all that exciting at the moment, though, I warn you. Yeah, I haven't played it a lot. I've got the X2 multiplier, the ×2 multiplier for the studs. I'm just soon to get the ×4 one. I love the way in the Lego games where you get the multipliers for the studs, and then the first time you get the most basic common stud on a level, you get the maximum amount, don't you, for the true whatever it is. True Jedi or whatever. Yes, I do like Triple Triad, just like you, Johnny. Triple Triad and Blitzball are both great. Blitzball just gets a little sluggish once you've done so much of it. I mean, the amount of games I've just been passing the ball like I have been here for 4 minutes and a half has just got a bit samey, if I'm honest. But this could potentially be the last proper game that we play. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I remember those Dark Swordsmen. Yeah, they caused me a bit of grief as well. Well, you won't be the only one, Elijah. I'm not FF102's biggest fan either, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to renew because he's terrible and we can put him in the next 2 games. I mean, who knows, Philippe, if they will ever remake FF10. I think if they do, it's a long way off. A long way off yet. If you mean remaster, well, this is a remaster already. So they have actually remastered FF10. But as for a remake, I don't think so for a long time. Okay, so we're on round 9, so hopefully the last 2 we can speed the process up a little bit. Who's terrible at defending? Probably Wedge. 9 block. I don't know, maybe Wedge should be in goal. Okay, so let's put our defenders in attack position. Midfielder will have Jamel. Left defence will have Jasu and Tidus, and then Wedge in goal. So this is the worst possible setup that I can think of. Effectively, we need the enemy team to score 1 time, and then we can resign the game. Yes, we'll lose, of course, but that's absolutely fine because we've won the first 8 games of the league, so we can effectively skip the next 2 and still get the first place prize. Let him keep the ball. Of course, RNG's in my favour now, isn't it? Whatever. It's kind of annoying that we're against the Ronsos. They kind of suck. Okay, are you going to try and shoot? They're so slow as well. So slow. Come on, Basic Ronso. I'm rooting for you, dude. Come on. You're a bit of a ways from the goal there, but only 2 catch to get past. Yes! And we can forfeit. So 1 minute 24 rather than 10 minutes and a whole load of setup in between the 2 halves has been saved. And now we do the whole thing again. For the final round, or for the final match. Hey, Jerry Hatchery, thank you so much for the super chat. That's very, very nice of you. You got the platinum yesterday. Woo, congrats, dude. That's absolutely fantastic. I meant to do continue, not to worry. I was so excited for you, Jerry Hattrick. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, how many hours did it take you, if you don't mind my asking, before the platinum ticked? Just so I've got an idea as to what I've, you know, let myself in for. Oh, does he? Wedge actually becomes a good goalie. Well, I don't think he will be for our purposes. So this could potentially be our very far... This could be... I can't forfeit yet, sadly. This could be the last Blitzball I ever play in my entire life. Because I will have the Platinum Trophy at the end of this run, and I'll have no reason to play Blitzball after this particular game. And therefore, after this particular run either. So, like, ever. Brings a tear to my eye. My last ever Blitzball game, and it might be a loss. Ooh. Oh, good. 200 hours. Well, I'm not even halfway there yet. Yeah, the end game grind is insane for Final Fantasy X. Are you guys actually going to try and score? Or just keep passing next to the goalie? I've gimped my team as much as possible. Come on, score now. Oh, almost got a hand on it, but not quite. Maybe I'll do another game at some point, Johnny. But I'm not in any rush to, I'll be honest with you. I've got so much Blitzball. I've effectively just got Blitzballs flying out of my ears right now. There's just too many of them all over the place. I shut my eyes at night and just see Blitzballs just flying around in front of me. Let's see if this worked first. Yes, I think it did. We're still at number 1. Yes, it did. Woo! Jupiter Sigil is in our possession. Goodbye, Blitzball. I shan't miss you. Let me go ahead and check our key items. Jupiter Crest and Jupiter Sigil. And does Wakka have his weapon? Yes, he does. Right, let's get our butt over to Macalania. I think I've waited a long time for this. Oh, yes, thanks, Aaron. Get my happy face back. Sorry, guys. Yeah. It's not, no. No, it's not my first. But it will be my first attempt at getting the Platinum Trophy. Like, I'm trying to think the fastest way to get there. Don't think it's Lake Macalania, is it? Is it Thunder Plains? I think it's Thunder Plains, you know. To get to where I want to get to in Macalania Woods. I did, Johnny, yes. I've done the Chocobo race. All of the Chocobo races. By all of them, I mean both of them. So the Temple one and the Balloon one. I've got to say, the Balloon race is by far and away the worst minigame for me in Final Fantasy X. Even the Lightning Dodge. The Lightning Dodge is one of the easiest, actually, with a little trick in place where you find the correct location so you don't have to predict where the lightning's going to strike. Made that minigame much more reasonable. Okay, I don't know, the Thunder Plains is pretty fast because it puts you pretty much right where you need to be, doesn't it? Which is just up here. Whereas I think the Macalania puts you on the other side. I don't think it matters too much. It didn't exactly take us a long time to get here, did it? Have you the celestial weapons? Oh, yeah, Ravenika? Sorry, I'm terrible at names. Fortunately, we were just passing through this time, but I apologise for bringing back any traumatic memories of that place. Oh, the balloons are atrocious, Johnny. That race is horrible. Horrible it is. Here we go, here we go. Woo! What a grind that was. But the world champion is ours. I've just got to relish in the glory of it all. Oh, yes. Sucks it's only double AP. It's a celestial weapon square. That could have been triple AP. Oh, well, I'm not going to complain. We've got it. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. And another weapon ticks off the list. And no more Blitzball needed. Woo! Strangers of Paradise. Yeah, I played the demo because it's Final Fantasy. I do not like the Souls games, I'm going to be honest with you, so I'm not really that fussed about playing the full game. It wouldn't be fun for me. Yeah, pretty much. Tidus, Wakka, Riku. The trio of absolute ponage. Okay, guys. Right. I am going to finish things up there for today. I feel like we've made fantastic progress. We've finished Zanarkand apart from the Mandragoras, which we're going to get those from... No, we finished Gagazet, but we're going to get the Mandragoras from Zanarkand. And we finished Blitzball. We've got Wakka's ultimate celestial ponage weapon. Yes, and I've got attack reels, combining that, as Naveed says, with the world champion. Would be utter destruction and death if you had somebody at the controller that could match up the 2 hits each turn. I tend to fail that quite regularly on this playthrough. I didn't before, but now that I'm an old fart, I just don't have the reactions I used to. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. I'm going to try and stream on Friday. I know some of you want to watch the Final Fantasy VI playthrough. So for those that do, that's when I'll be doing it. And next Monday, I'll continue on with that. And then Wednesday, we're back with FF10. As we continue with the wonders of fiend hunts here in the game. But we are very nearly done now. We've got Amiga Ruins and Sin to go. I think that's all of it. Apart from the Mandragora. But we're very close now. And then we'll begin in the endgame farm. Sphere grids, Dark Aeons. Still lots more to do. Alright, folks. Yeah, have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.